So guys, I wanted to talk about an idea today. One of my favorite quotes, actually. It's a quote from Seneca, and it basically says, we suffer more in our imagination than we do in reality. And this has been a very interesting and kind of powerful quote for me. Just because I've always been in my head about everything. I've always been kind of a classic overthinker, thinking about what may happen or what are the consequences and pros and cons, things like that. And sometimes that's been really limiting for me because I've talked myself out of doing things or taking chances or going for opportunities because I was afraid of failure or afraid of what others may think about me going for those things or those tasks. And I think what it comes down to is we make this big thing in our minds of this fear of what may happen and what may go wrong, that we can limit ourselves, whether it's on the jiu-jitsu mats, not going after a technique or not doing a tournament because we're afraid it might turn out poorly. But I've found that whenever I've taken chances, the best outcomes have occurred, whether they're not the ideal outcomes initially, but I've always, if I've done a tournament and maybe I didn't do well in the tournament, I've always learned something or came back with a better understanding of what to work on, better direction, better kind of just focus on what I needed to do. So I think that whether it's on the jiu-jitsu mats or just in life in general, I think if we're so afraid of what in our minds the worst case scenario or of judgment of others, we may really limit ourselves and not achieve kind of what we're capable of, or maybe even happiness or any other thing. So I think this is my thought. I've always been, like I said, a classic overthinker. I've always kind of messed with scenarios in my head about what could happen, worst case scenarios, or what people may think or judge. Usually just doesn't turn out to be that bad at all, hardly ever. And sometimes I can help you thin the herd as well. If you've got people that are judging you or saying things about you that are negative, because you're trying to do something new or out of the ordinary or out of stepping outside the box, those are probably people you don't want to be around anyway. So I think it kind of helps bring your inner circle even closer and tightening up even more. So that's my thought. So the quote is from Seneca. It's we suffer more in our imaginations than in reality. One of my favorite quotes.